100.
Hey guys, what is up? It's Hamza Bayumi here, and today welcome back to another Hamza Bayumi video. And today we're going to be showing you the demonstration of the American Airlines Boeing 777-300ER in the Flagship livery. Alright, so let's get started. So the first thing we need to do is go to SimplePlanes, so let's go to SimplePlanes. Alright, now the game should be loading any second now. Alright, so we are at the title. It says SimplePlanes. Alright, so let's go ahead and click on the play button. And then let's go to the build and fly button since we're on sandbox. And then let's go to the play button again. Alright, let's wait until it loads. Alright, so here's the American Airlines Boeing 777-300ER in the Flagship livery. This is what it looks like in full detail. And it also has the engines right here. These are GE 90-115B1 engines. This is what they look like in full detail. And it also has the registration right here. November 735 Alpha Tango. This is what it looks like in full detail. And it also has the same registration on the top. And that's that. And it also has the American Airlines logo. Alright. So let's go ahead and click on the play button to do our test flight. Here we go. Alright. Let's wait until it loads. Alright, so we are at Wright Airport. Alright, let's have a few moments before takeoff. Like I said, here are the engines again. These are GE 90-115B1 engines. This is what they look like in full detail. And it also has the Flagship logo on it. And it also has the registration again. November 735 Alpha Tango. This is what it looks like in full detail. And it also has the same registration on the wings. Alright, we are ready for takeoff and we are cleared for takeoff on runway 36. Alright, let's go to cockpit view. Alright. Let's go ahead and set the throttles to 50%. We're holding it there for a while. And we are taking off. Takeoff for us is set. 80 knots. Checked. V1. Rotate. Positive rate of climb. Gear coming up. Alright, gear is coming up. Just like that, we are climbing out of Wright Airport. Alright, we are climbing at 800 feet. The rest is going to climb. We will cruise the plane at 4,000 feet. We are at 1,000 feet. 3 more 1,000 feet to go until we reach 4,000 feet. We are at 2,000 feet. 2 more 1,000 feet to go until we reach 4,000 feet. Make a right turn. I also love how the overwing exits look like in full detail, and the half of the wing is red. I also love how the engines look like in full detail. We are at 3,000 feet. 1 more 1,000 feet to go until we reach 4,000 feet. Alright. I also love how it has the American Airlines logo. We are at 4,000 feet. Alright, let's go ahead and make a left turn. So far, we're not going too fast. Video is 3 minutes and 29 seconds long. Alright, let's go ahead and land back at Wright Airport. Alright, we are descending right now. Gear coming down. Gear coming down. Alright, gear is coming down. We are 2,500 feet above the ground. Let's hope we don't crash into those mountains right here. Let's hope we can butter and flare this landing like Swiss 001. We are cleared to land on runway 18. Let's line up the plane for approach. Video is 4 minutes long. Alright, we are 1,000 feet above the ground. Let's go to cockpit view. Alright, we are 500 feet above the ground. We are 400 feet above the ground. 300 feet above the ground. Approaching minimums 200 feet above the ground. Minimums 100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Come on, flare it, flare it, flare it, flare it, Flare it. Flare it. Flared it. Looks like we damaged some parts. Let's use reverse thrust to stop the plane. And we've already lost the left wing. I also love how the reverse thrust looks like in full detail. Alright, we'll stop the plane right here. So, we'll just have to make a complete stop on runway 18. But overall, we have landed the plane. Alright, so that is going to be it for the demonstration of the American Airlines Boeing 777-300ER in the Flagship livery. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, peace out, guys.